Hey superhumans, for the last 5 days I've been doing a challenge, 5 days to build a better relationship with food. There was a poll within that group, and one of the things that came up was that we're very good at staying on track or doing well for a while, and then something knocks me off track. And what I've noticed is when people get knocked off track, they tend to help the journey. So something small will happen, someone will give a snide comment, or if it's related to food, someone will give you a meal that you wouldn't have prepped yourself because you're trying to be super healthy. You eat that meal and then you think, well, that's that, fuck now, that's me caught out now, I'm just gonna, whatever, it doesn't matter anymore. So you eat the dessert, you go home, you have second desserts, you eat some biscuits with your tea, and you just completely fall off track. And then one meal or one snide comment or one negative remark turns into a week or two of self-sabotage. So whenever I was talking about that, I talked about the fact that everything that we do is a choice. Whether you do nothing, you're choosing to do nothing, or if you eat the thing that's not going to make you happy, you've chosen to do that. Once you realize that it's a choice, then you can make a new choice tomorrow, which is to start again. Every time you reimagine your goal, you think about where you want to be, and you are comfortable restarting. Like, it's not a failure, you're restarting. Like, we do it all the time. We fall, we slip. The only real failure is staying there. So if you find that you've been knocked off track, whether it's in your weight loss journey, whether it's in your mindfulness journey, your finding balance in your life journey, whatever it is, if you find that you've fallen off track, whether it's by somebody else saying something or by you just doing it yourself, allowing yourself to take that time to reevaluate where you are and where you want to be. Maybe your goal isn't really big enough. You're not really excited about it. You don't really want to be whatever it is that your goal is. Maybe you made your goal based on the people around you. It could be anything. But the idea is to remember that you've all this new knowledge. So if you've been listening to these podcasts, even if you're not on the challenge, you'll have picked up a lot of new techniques, and we're like 400 and something into this now. You'll have picked up little techniques used to be DJ things, techniques and tools and ideas and ways of pulling yourself back on track. So instead of sitting in the failure and be like, oh fuck, I failed, and then sitting in that and complaining to yourself and just closing yourself off to the future because you failed, you made a mistake, right? That's fine, just draw a line under it and move on. Instead of sitting in the failure, just allow yourself to restart, own the failure, restart, make the choice to restart, and then keep going forward. So if you do well and you fall off track, remember that at times you do well. So if you weren't doing the things that you were doing well with, your track wouldn't be as far to fall, so you wouldn't be as healthy, as fit, as mentally strong, as emotionally strong as you had. Like, because you're doing the things that you're doing, you're already lifted yourself beyond where you were. And with that lift, it means then that whenever you look back, like maybe you fall, but you look back and you're able to look down and go, fuck, I didn't fall half as far as I would have in the past. In fact, if I look back a year, that's where I was thinking I was doing good. Like, there's plenty of people that think they're doing amazing, then they start to get a right plan and strategy and work with the right people, and they realize, fuck, I wasn't. I was under-eating, I was overeating, I was not exercising, not moving enough. I was being very negative towards myself, very hard on myself. So there's a lot of things that you can do that will put you at a stage that even when you do fall, you're not going to fall back to where you were, and you'll definitely not fall as far as you used to in the past. So if you ever get knocked off again, just remember that you're allowed to feel, you're allowed to fall. You just don't want to stay there, and you now have knowledge and understanding in which to move you out of that pit, or out of the hole, or back onto the cart, or whatever metaphor you're using. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps for people who find themselves doing really well and then slipping and falling off track. It's really hard. Like, even the biggest athletes, like the most professional athletes, have off seasons. Like, you have a time where you relax, you're not as focused, you're not as stressed, you're not like zoned in on your goal. You're still not going fucking mental, but you're you're not as intense with it. So remember, the goal is to be happy, healthy, emotionally, mentally, and physically. It's not to be like so focused all the time that you never have time for fun, that you're always stressing out. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, please reach out to me and let me know. And until the next time, I will speak to you all again soon. Bye.